Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Quest of Destiny. I am back to do another collective reading for you all. I just got a nudge to do this reading, so I'm going with the nudge and being obedient to what my body says. Like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be working with Archangel Gabriel for the rest of October for my own spiritual practices and just for everything. So like all the collective readings that I do or any tarot spills to tea that comes out this month is going to be all guided by Archangel Gabriel. I'm expanding my practices and I've expanded to working with archangels, and Gabriel's the first one. So I got a nudge to shuffle some cards the other day, so I did, and two cards came out, which is interesting because in my last video, I also had two cards come out. So I feel like Archangel Gabriel, when I do these readings, like the cards come out in twos. So I feel like he likes working with twos, and that made me get it back into my numerology bag. And it was like, all right, I know twos is all about duality, balance, harmony, the material world, the spirit world, the sun, the moon, light, darkness, yin, yang. That's what two represents. And two is also like a feminine number two. Odd numbers tend to be more lean towards the feminine side. So this could be feminine energy, balancing that out, high priestess energy, balancing the spirit world and the material world. I also want to add to, since these collective readings, the tarot has been coming out as in twos. This could be for anyone who has a life path number two, or is just like spiritually connected to the number 2, 22, 222. If you've been seeing the number 2 a lot, this video can be for you as well. So I'm also picking up energies from anyone who has Taurus, Cancer, or Libra in their big three. I'm picking up heavy Taurus and Cancer energy when I was doing this reading. So if you are a Taurus, a Cancer, or Libra, more than likely this reading will be for you. If not, this reading you still can gain a lot from this reading if you're not a Taurus, Cancer, or Libra. Those are just the main three signs that stood out to me while I was doing this reading. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the messages from spirit guides. I pulled a card from this deck. So we're gonna get into that first, and then we're gonna get into the tarot and go from there. This collective pulled the dog. And it says here, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. I'm going to read a little bit more about what it says here, and then we're going to get into the tarot reading. Whom do you serve is the question at hand here. When you compromise your personal integrity through misguided attempts to placate others out of fear of their disapproval or to avoid upsetting them, you deny your own inner authority and give away your power. You become their servant and they your masters. You allow this by assuming that another person or organization has greater knowledge, power, or spiritual wisdom than you, and put yourself in a less than position. While others may possess some of these attributes to a greater degree than you do, you can honor them as teachers, not masters. Children may rightly look to their parents for this sort of guidance. However, as they mature, it's appropriate that the leash to their parents' authority stretches and is eventually severed. Instead, take off all those collars and let spirit be your true master, your one true master. Then you will experience true freedom. This is the energy of this collective right now. Is your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced and you are serving too many masters outside of yourself. That is very interesting because the two cards that I pulled for this collective is the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So we're going to get into this first position card, and that's like the overall archetype of this collective. Y'all are giving me Queen of Swords energy. Y'all are cutting people off. Y'all are being very direct with your words. And I feel like this collective has been through many battles of like the mind. There's been many hurdles that you have to overcome with your mindset, your belief system, and now you're in a position where you're feeling like you've arrived to being your best self as far as communicating your thoughts and defending your ground, defending your stance and your thoughts and opinions too. Maybe before you didn't feel as confident in speaking up confident in speaking your beliefs out to others. You probably didn't feel this confidence, but right now it's showing me that a lot of you have evolved into being this great communicator, have evolved into being like this wise, mature. You've evolved into being this wise, mature person, and you're leaning more on your wisdom. Notice in this card that this owl is on the left side of her sword. The owl represents wisdom. And with it being on our left side, the left side is all about yin energy. That's feminine energy. So it's probably you're pulling on a lot of like your intuition. You're using your intuition as more of a you're using your intuition as information now. At first, you thought your intuition was just something that was just in the back of your mind that just needed to stay there. But now it's like coming to the forefront and you trust your intuition more. And it's helping evolve your communication style because it's coming from spirit. It's coming from your true authentic self, and you're learning to trust that more. And this woman's throne is in the clouds, so you're probably spending more time in the spirit world too, spending more time with your head in the clouds, more time dreaming, because you've gained this confidence in your intuition. So you want to stay in there more, and you're being more direct in your communication. This Queen of Swords is all about like being confident in your femininity, but like you're really balanced with that masculine side too. This woman is prepared for war. Her frame is very like stocky. You could tell that she works out. It's just giving like, for some reason, this is giving Taurus energy. Like you've been very determined and grinding out, like bettering yourself. And you haven't been moving around too much, but in your processes of how you do things, it's been strengthening your sword. It's been strengthening your mind and your body in so many ways. So this Queen of Swords is just showing me that a lot of you have been sharpening your swords and you're not afraid to use them. The sword could represent not only your intellect and your thoughts, but the sword could represent your tongue. And it's sharp right now. So your words, like you have to be careful with how you talk to people because your words can really penetrate and cut through to a person, to an organization, like to your relationships, whatever's around you. Your word is very sharp right now. So be mindful of how you wield your sword and your thoughts at this time. I'm picking up from also like this Queen of Swords is that this collective, whoever I'm speaking to, are radical truth tellers. You might not have started off being a truth teller. It might have been a journey for you to learn how to tell the truth. And through that journey, where you at now, it's just like there's no holding back. You're going to speak your truth no matter what, no matter who's in the room. And that can disturb a lot of people who are not speaking their truths, are not used to being around other people who are so confident in speaking their truth and speaking what comes to mind. That can bother a lot of people. But like I said, you want to be mindful in how you're wielding your sword. Yes, it's great to tell the truth. Always speak your truth no matter what, but you also want to use discernment and know when to speak and when to hold back and not speak at all, because sometimes your words can cut so deep it can bleed someone out, like in a sense. Like it's not like helpful all the time. It can really cut so deep where it severs someone's important like artery, and like now they're left feeling depleted, instead of I feel like what you want is for people to hear the truth so they can feel like they can move forward, or not move forward. You want people to hear the truth. So like maybe it's their first time hearing the truth and you're tired of like people operating in lies and moving in fear. But you have to be very careful in how you share your truths to other people. Is what I'm getting from this Queen of Swords card. Use balance, like balance your wisdom and your emotional talent. Balance your wisdom and your emotional intelligence when speaking your truth is what I'm trying to get at. Make sure you're balancing it out. Like this sword is balanced on her shoulder, and probably why this owl is on the left side is because in how you use your sword and your intellect, be nurturing. Use more water. Have a nurturing feminine way of sharing your thoughts to people and to make it through in a way that's more productive for everyone. But yeah, this is your biggest weapon for this collective. Your biggest weapon is your tongue, is your intellect, is your wisdom. And it's a weapon. I'm going to put air quotes on weapon because it's not necessarily that, but like that's how powerful and strong it could be wielded to do protect people, and it could be wielded to cause harm as well. So you have to use discernment in how you choose to wield your sword again. But your wisdom, your intellect from all these battles that you've been through in life on your journey, that's helped you to collect a lot of wisdom, a lot of emotional intelligence, a lot of spiritual intelligence to share with others. And I think what Spirit is wanting you to do is finding a way to balance and let your words be nurturing to others. But yeah, this collective is very connected to the spiritual world. This woman's throne is in the clouds. So that means that you're heavy in your thoughts right now. You're heavy in your intuition. You're heavy in the clouds. And that I feel like that's a good thing for you to be. Like, it's not like in a sense that you're so in the clouds and it's like a hierarchical, it's not like a hierarchy thing where you're like looking down on people. It's just like that's where you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable in your own space. You feel comfortable in your own thoughts. You feel comfortable in your own truth. And when you come down from this throne and into the material world, you have to move with discernment. You have to move with a little bit more of your wisdom, leaning towards the feminine energy and being nurturing instead of like on the masculine side and wanting to like your words to control others, using your words to probably create situations and fear or to like get people to act in a certain way. You don't want them to move that way. You want your words to be water to people. So it's like nurturing and people feel hydrated so they can keep moving forward and their brains can work properly, their bodies can work properly. That's what your words that's what you're working on with your words. That's what you want your words to feel like to others is water instead of like fire. But something is blocking you because this Ace of Cups has shown up in reverse. So there's something that's blocking a new beginning for you. Maybe you've been shy in using your intellect, your words, and speaking up to maybe your partner. This could be a friendship. This can be a relationship partner, a romantic partner, I mean, or this could be like an actual organization. I'm picking up a religious organization. Maybe like you've outgrown a lot of people, places, and things right now. You've probably outgrown that and your head is in the clouds and it's probably blocking some new beginnings for you because you're okay. I think that's what I'm getting from okay. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. What I'm getting from this is positive, okay? So this is really positive that you are so confident and willing to speak up and use your voice. This is great. But there's something that you're not speaking up and using your voice to the people that scares you. I think I'm picking up that there's some people in your life that you're not speaking the truth about, and it's blocking your ability to start a new beginning with them. Maybe this can be a romantic partner. Maybe this can be parents that don't see eye to eye with you, and you haven't really spoken your truth to them, and is blocking a new beginning from possibly happening in the future. Because yes, you are free, you're confident, you speak your mind, but you're not speaking your mind to the people who really need to hear it, and it's not getting through to them in a way that's striking change, is what I'm getting from this. With this Ace of Cups being in reverse, it's showing me that your energy is depleted. Like your cup is not running over. It's actually, you're pouring all of your energy out into areas that's not bringing you fulfillment, joy, happiness, and it's actually blocking new beginnings from happening. Notice in this cup can represent you too. I'm picking up that the cup is your body. So you're feeling depleted. You're feeling kind of emotionless right now. And that's probably leading to you being super, super direct with your words and probably not being as nurturing with your words because your cup is empty. With it being in reverse, it's just showing me that your waters are spilling everywhere else and there's nothing left for you to even be able to create, to be emotionally stable. You're not, this is showing emotional instability. And this could be some people pleasing happening too. I'm picking up on a lot heavy people pleasing energy because when you're doing things to please others, that depletes your energy. That doesn't fill your cup, because that fills other people's cup and it leaves you feeling empty inside. So these are also daffodils in this cup. Daffodils is it's the flower that represent my birth month, March. So daffodils has to do with like springtime, new beginnings, good fortune. With these daffodils flowing out the cup, it's just showing me that like your abundance, it's all your blessings, it's falling, it's leaving your body and it's going elsewhere. So what I'm picking up for this card is to find a way to reserve your waters, to reserve, taking care of your body, making sure that you have enough before you start pouring out to others. With this Ace of Cups being in reverse, a lot of you are not feeling hopeful right now. You don't have a lot of hope. You're really emotionally unstable in this moment, and your dreams of the future are blocked. You're not thinking too positively about any new beginnings because you're stuck and depleted right now. This is definitely a time where a lot of you need to start pulling on your inner resilience, because this Queen of Swords is showing me that you're already resilient to get to this point of being confident and speaking your truth. With this Ace of Cups being in reverse, is showing me that your resilience is probably like just lacking in the moment, and that you need to really hone in on that and build it up again, because you've gone through so much already and there's going to be more to go through, but you're feeling like I don't have enough energy to even keep moving forward. And it's about preserving your energy. So figure out ways, what you can do to not be giving your energy so freely to others. Maybe you need to spend more time in silence right now and not speaking out so much. Maybe this is a time where silence is going to be really crucial and vital for you filling your cup up again. Maybe instead of like speaking orally, try writing more. You need to be writing things down a lot more. And with this being in reverse too, is showing me like maybe there's people around you. This could be like a romantic partner that's like draining your cup. And it could also be that you've outgrown a religious organization. This is showing me that you possibly could have outgrown a religious organization and you're thinking differently now. But you're too afraid to like cut ties, to cut off this organization, this romantic partner, maybe this friendship. It could be parents too. It may be people that you need to go non-contact from, that you haven't gone non-contact from, and slowly but surely it's draining your energy. You're thinking that you have the strength to like communicate your wants and needs right now, but it's actually depleting you slowly to communicate or be in situations or environments that's depleting you. You probably have outgrown certain religious organizations that you choose to stay in because you think that maybe it's community that you might be leaving behind. You're afraid to leave that community, but slowly like you're losing yourself by staying in relationships, environments that are no longer serving you. So this is telling me that you need to spend time focusing on your cup and filling your body, filling your spirit with the things that you need right now. And you're smart. You have the intellect to do that. And not only do you have the intellect to do that, like you're confident now. Like you know how to go and navigate life. You have the smarts and wisdom to navigate. It's all about taking care of your needs right now. Let's draw in some more cards. Let's shuffle some more cards to figure out what is it that this collective needs to flip this Ace of Cups upright. Because I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings that's supposed to be coming towards this collective, but for some reason this cup is in reverse. So let's get to the bottom of why is this collective's Ace of Cups in reverse. What's up? Why is our cup in reverse right now? Archangel Gabriel, guide us and show us why our cup is. Show us why our cup is in reverse right now, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. So we have two more cards in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Death card in reverse. And these are the reasons why the Ace of Cups is in reverse. This Ace of Wands being in reverse is already showing me is your failure to take action. There's something that you are actively not doing. You're not cutting. There's someone that's supposed to be cut out your life right now for a certain period of time. I don't know why it keeps coming back, but there's either a relationship that's supposed to be cut out or at least put on the back burner right now. I'm picking up heavy parental, like especially with this dog thing, this dog card. It said that parental authority, like the leashes, like there's someone that's a person, a place, or thing that's pulling on your leash, and you're serving them. You're giving them too much, and your one true master should be spirit, which is really yourself, your own consciousness. So figure out who are you serving right now? Like, who has you on a tight leash right now where you feel like you can't move freely in life? There might be multiple things that's pulling you, and that's why your cup feels so depleted right now. But the universe is telling you that you need to take action. You haven't been taking action and cutting off these people. And it's time to take action now. Now, this Death card coming out in reverse is very interesting because upright is supposed to be about transformation. After death comes life. It's the cycle of life. It's rebirth. But what they're being in reverse like this is showing me that you have a fear of change. You're fearing the new. You want to hold on to really being a servant to your masters right now. That's what's keeping you back right now. This is why your cup is in reverse, because you have a fear of letting go. You have a fear of letting things die. And sometimes in nature, like this is what I learned from mushrooms, everything has its cycle. There's life, death, and then rebirth. So just because something feels like it's dying or you're losing out on something, in the end, it might come back around to you in a new way that's more healthy for everyone involved. So don't be afraid to cut off a religious organization that keeps coming up. Don't be afraid to cut off parents, your best friend, your siblings, your romantic partner. This is heavy. Queen of Swords is all about like not being afraid to cut off people. Like that's what keeps you bound to holding on to things keeps you bound into a certain frequency, a certain energy where you're not able to grow and expand. So don't be afraid to cut loose things that's keeping you down, because you're supposed to be free in this world. When you have true freedom, you're able to speak your mind more clearly. You're able to move more freely. Your cup is more full. And if you're holding on to people, places, or ideas that's keeping you in a certain energy and mindset, it's just going to weigh you down. And it's going to slow down your own process of your own process of living, dying, and being reborn again. You're stopping your own life cycle, and you're stopping the life cycles of others too. Like, it's time to do some heavy cutting off right now. It's what I'm picking up. Heavy cutting off right now. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, don't be afraid to act right now. This is the time to move. And this is what's keeping you feeling down right now. This is what's stopping you. What's on the bottom? Eight of Wands. This is all about forward momentum, moving forward. This is at the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me, like, this is what's going to happen for you if you do cut off the people, places, and things that you need to cut off right now. Maybe you're spending too much time on social media. That could be something that you can cut off too. It's not just like, it's probably like not a material thing or like a person or a place. It might just be like something that you need to stop doing. It could be like having bad thoughts or bad cycles of self-deprecating thoughts that you need to cut off. That could be something as well. Whatever it is that's depleting your cup, that's preventing you from starting this new beginning, because that's what I believe Archangel Gabriel is trying to get through you guys, and the universe is trying to get through you guys, that you have a beautiful new beginning on the horizon that you're blocking. You're standing in the way of this new beginning. This is your body. So you have to be the one to fill up your own cup in order for you to operate in the world in better alignment, with more joy, more fulfillment. That's what life is all about. It's not about suffering. We weren't sent here to suffer and to just dread being alive. We were sent here to feel free and to roam and to play. So figure out how you can act right now to give yourself fulfillment, to fill your own cup. This may mean spending more time in meditation. This probably means just putting yourself first. You've probably been putting yourself on the back burner, just being a nurturing spirit to other people, giving yourself to other people, and you've outgrown those things. You've outgrown a lot. Like, this is already telling me you've been through all these battles. You've outgrown a lot. You're sitting on your throne now. So how can you evolve to the next space in life? That's putting yourself first, putting your body first, putting what you want and need first right now, and acting on it. Because this death card being in reverse is showing me that you have a fear of change. You have a fear of things dying, and you're holding on to dead things right now. You're holding on to a lot of dead flowers. Yeah, don't fear. I'm hearing, don't fear the unknown. Don't fear change. Fear holding on to things for too long. That should be your biggest fear, is not growing, not changing, not evolving. That's the biggest fear, staying stuck. Cause that's staying stuck. That's dying. That's a version of death. That's a version of like not being able to evolve and complete your cycles in life. So let go of things that you know deep down that you're supposed to cut off right now. You know better than anyone. So spend time in meditation. Spend time writing things down too. I feel like a lot of y'all need to be writing down a lot of your dreams and stuff. And that's probably why this is also in reverse, this new beginnings, because like you're not able to, you don't have any emotional fulfillment right now. So your dreaming is like, you're not dreaming. So if you spend a little bit more time catering to yourself, catering to your younger child, it's gonna make you feel whole again. It's gonna make you feel complete, and maybe it'll make you feel strong enough to know that like I'm enough to cut off certain people. Sometimes you're gonna have to spend. It's showing me this being in reverse. Maybe a lot of you are fearing being alone right now. Y'all are afraid of being alone with your own emotions. You're afraid of sitting with them, of sitting with your emotions. And it's just, that depletes your energy too, when you're afraid to address things that's happening within your body and your mind and your spirit. You have to go within. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to spend time with yourself, because like you should be your own best friend at the end of the day. You should be your own safe space. Your safe space shouldn't be within a partner or in a church, or like you should feel safe and whole within yourself first, and then everything outside is just like bonuses. It's like plus, it just adds on. It's toppers on the banana split. It's the cherry on top. It's the whipped cream, all these other places and people, but it starts with yourself. create a safe space within your own home so you're able to move forward, act and move forward, and complete out some of these cycles so you can start your new beginning. This is what Archangel Gabriel is wanting for you all. There's a new beginning on the horizons, I believe, and you are standing in the way of it. So figure out who and what you need to cut off and do it, and have the confidence. You already, deep down, you have the confidence. This is all about having confidence with your intuition in your mind, because deep down, your intuition has already been telling you it's time for me to take a step back. You have been in the way of that. Like, your body is just like not completing those steps. Your body is just not acting. But deep down, your intellect, your wisdom knows that it's just time for you to cut off people so you can start a new beginning. You can have new things. You can let things die so they can be reborn again. But let's act on it. And let's not fear to change too, because it's beautiful things on the horizon. And this change of being this grim reaper and just cutting things off. You have to cut things off so you can transition. You think about a garden, like when you're gardening and stuff, and you plant your seeds, you sow, you harvest. That's the end of the cycle. Once that cycle is done with your crops, you have to cut all those crops. Most of the time, you have to cut those crops up and till the land again. So new things, you can grow new crops, new foods. So think of your life as a garden. Tend to your garden. Tend to your body as if it's like a plant, a flower. Give it the water that it needs, the nutrients that it needs. If you're getting too much light, spend some more time in the darkness. Spend some more time with yourself, with your own intuition in your own space. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up for this collective. I think I'm going to end this reading here. I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope that you were able to gain some insights through my words with the help of Archangel Gabriel. If you liked this reading, be sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more collective readings. And I'm going to be doing some tarot spiritual tea on with certain celebrities and public figures. I just am taking a little break from that for now, but I'm going to be back on that horse soon. So if you're into just tarot in general and people doing readings for others, subscribe to my channel. And if you want me to do a reading for you personally, I'm going to start opening myself up slowly to doing readings for people. I don't like working too much with money though, so I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to set up a barter system for anyone who's looking to receive a personal reading. So if you are looking for that, a personal reading from me, I'm going to put my email address down, and just hit me up in email. We'll chop it up and see like how we can work something out, how we can barter or figure something out to where money is not the only currency that we're working with. I feel like a lot of us need to be moving away from just money transferring, just working with money and that being the only currency. I feel like energy is a currency. The work that I do here is a currency. Whatever you choose to give to me, words of wisdom, your art, whatever it is, I feel like that's currency as well. So I want to lean away from just working with money and lean more into working in a barter system with my community. So if you're interested in a reading from me, email me and we'll work something out. So that's it for this video. I hope you are all doing well and receive this message well. And until next time, peace out and take care of yourselves.